On this episode of Country Boy Gas Garage, it's crunch time to get this bus back on the road. So let's go. Welcome to another episode of Country Boy Gas Garage. This is our 1948 Ford F5 church bus we found abandoned in the forest. We've been fixing it up here on the channel, and we're about to drive it back to the old church to show up at their reunion and share with them what we found. Now, in the last episode, we were still waiting on that new U-joint, which we got, and I quickly installed in the bus and got everything squared away. Well, everything checked out, so I took it for a test drive. I went down to the school and picked my daughter up on the last day of school. Now, the trip wasn't 100% successful, and I'll explain to you what we dealt with after I show you that video. So let's check it out. Alright, we're going to go pick up Sky from school in the bus. Let's go. Hello!
Hey. I'm
The horn stopped working.
Whoa, they got a two-seat!
Scotty, come on here.
They have a two-seat! They have a two-seat inside here.
You got a phone. Camera.
What about you?
You gotta take a picture of it. You gotta turn around. Wow, look
Sir,
at
are we allowed to take pictures? I don't know about that.
Hey, Jackson, just go stand next to it.
Come on, kids, let's go. Yeah. Look, these ones are actually. What in the world? I
Alright,
know.
I'm going to move forward a little bit here in line.
Wait, I get to be inside.
You guys can sit down.
Hey, Grandpa, wait, Grandpa. Hey. This is Dad.
Oh, the horn won't work.
Bus. That's our teacher misspelled. This is cool.
Oh man, I'm bummed about the horn not working.
Oh no, that was an old-fashioned horn.
I know.
Let's see Miss Bowden.
Okay, let me get a picture of you guys. Hey,
Hey, look.
want to get a picture of Scott Gates?
Cheese.
This is a cool bus, man. Big trip.
Okay,
Alright, we're gonna move forward.
okay, I'm gonna stand right here.
I wonder why the horn stopped working.
That's okay.
Put your seatbelt on.
Okay. Okay, bye, Miss Bowden. Bye.
You have to take your backpack off and
Bye, Lucas.
Alright, Scott. Take your backpack off. We're gonna try to put it in the parade. So
Where's the seat?
and the Hugo horn stopped working. Ah.
Wait, where's the seat belt? Okay. Is
Got
this,
it?
Is this how?
Alright, here we go.
It's not really tightened.
We'll tighten it down on the road.
I thought you were gonna bring the Nova.
Dang it.
Is it dying?
Yeah. Keep dying.
You should run the Nova.
was fun, but now let me show you some of the issues we had to deal with. Well, now as you saw in the video, I had a couple issues with it dying and me having to restart it. And the issue was, well, that fuel tank, I was sucking up all kinds of crud. Not just rust, but like a tarry substance. You know, that old fuel still in there, and we're pulling varnish and rust and everything through there. And the filters aren't stopping it, and it totally fouled up the carburetor. Once I got home, the bus wouldn't even idle anymore. I had to pull the carburetor apart and clean out all that crud, and decided I'm just going to bypass that fuel system for now. We don't got much time to come up with other options. You know, after the reunion, I can drop that fuel tank and clean it properly. But in the meantime, I went and dug out one of my stash piles, an old fuel cell. Now the thing looks rough, but it's pristine on the inside. And I went ahead and strapped it in down here and plumbed it with an electric pump and ran a separate fuel line and fuel system, and it seems to be running perfect. Now this is only about 20 gallons compared to the 40-gallon tank, I believe, that's under the bus. So we're going to be stopping at every single gas station. Now that wasn't even the end of all my problems. So once we got that fuel tank plumbed in and turned on, the carburetor float stuck, and that fuel pump flooded the carburetor so bad that it filled the carburetor up and flowed into the cylinders in the motor and filled the cylinders with gas. It only took like a minute before that happened. So I had to pull all the spark plugs, drain all that gas out, and crank the motor over without those plugs in there, spray out all the extra gas and clean up those plugs, put them all back in. But now with that carburetor cleaned up, new fuel lines hooked up, and all the spark plugs back in there, it fired right up and idled just great. But while starting it, the starter was making some funny sounds, some grinding sounds. And well, I got under there and looked at the starter, and it was missing some teeth. I had to pull that starter off today and go switch it out and get a new starter on there. But now everything seems to be checking out. I think we need to take it for another test run though to find out. So that's what I'm about to do. So let's go. Well, let's fire her up and I'll show you how easily she starts and how smooth and quiet she is. Oh, I didn't show you the new mirrors either. Me and my buddy Kelly from Spiderhole Customs on Instagram, he helped me install these mirrors, passenger and a driver's side one, and I'll be able to see. Well, I did get that instrument cluster back with the new glass put in it, but it's not fitting in here with this headlight switch. So I'm gonna have to make some clearance issues there and get that to fit. But yeah, I got the floor and everything back in here. Everything went back in nice. Fire her up. We got oil pressure about 30, between 30 and 40. Oh yeah, fuel pump. She fires right up and idles smooth, and she actually drives really good too. So let's load up and take her for a test drive, and we'll get some more gas put in that fuel cell. And well, we've only got 2 days before we leave on that trip, so I got to get all these bugs worked out now because we don't got much time left. So let's head down the road. Check her out. All right, let's go. bus is running good, guys. And I hope I did enough to get it back to the church because, well, we're out of time. Tomorrow morning, we leave to the church. I can't believe it's taken us over a year to get to this point, and I really appreciate all of you guys for watching and sticking around the whole time. It's been quite the journey. So hopefully she makes it. Now, this trip would normally take a vehicle maybe 3 hours to drive on the interstate, but this bus is going to take us all day because we're going to be making lots of stops. It's not very fast, and we're going to hit every gas station along the way, I'm sure. Now, I really appreciate all your guys' help and support for this trip. Everybody that contributed to the fundraiser, and everybody that super chatted on the live stream. Now, I'm still running that fundraiser via PayPal, and I'll put a link to that in the description of the video below. If anybody can help donate, I really appreciate it. We got to get this bus all the way to the church and all the way home. So I'm not sure what the gas bill is going to come to, but I really appreciate you guys helping, so thank you. Now be sure to stop by the merch store, www.countryboygasgarage.com, and check out the merch. We've got some commemorative shirts for the church trip and all the normal Country Boy Gas Garage merch. Now be sure you're subscribed to the channel and you hit that notification bell, you like, comment, and share with your friends. And next time I see you, we'll be on our way to the church reunion. Peace! Merch store and pick you up some hoodies or t-shirts. We got all kinds of sizes. There's new items being added all the time. So go check out www.countryboygasgarage.com and pick yourself up some merch.